welcome to this week's episode of the ScreenPeak podcast. This is episode 12.
Yeah, I knew it.
Good job.
Yeah.
On this podcast, we are joined by Trey.
Hello.
And Jonathan.
Hi there.
And me, Devin. And that's it. 3-man podcast this week. We're going to have us three talking about some big news that's been going down. Because this is the week for big news and next week as well.
E3 has just started.
It's just started. Yesterday, there was it yesterday? Or
Yesterday
was
was
it
EA.
Yesterday was EA.
And then today was Xbox and Bethesda. But I think Bethesda's going on right now or just wrapped up.
It wasn't Xbox's press conference, though.
Yeah.
No. That's next week.
Xbox does it like Tuesday at 8 o'clock in the morning.
What did I just watch for an hour and a half?
Maybe they changed it up this year.
It was today.
That's twice you've been wrong, Jonathan, about
Don't listen to me. I don't know
been
what I'm
going
doing.
on. Apparently,
Devin said it was going to be 2 weeks from now, last podcast, so he's wrong as well.
I thought it was. I looked at... fuck.
I watched it. Clearly you all didn't, because you all didn't think it
Well,
existed.
it's going on for 2 weeks as well, apparently.
Is it?
Yeah, it started Wednesday
Dang.
or whatever.
Well, you see, the whole reason I matched up with that was because the first time I read it had something work-related as well happening that way.
I should say, when I said it's going to go on for 2 weeks, I mean it's going to be within 2 weeks. So it started last Wednesday. It's going to end on Wednesday, I think.
Sure.
So, but with E3 coming out, we have a lot of news. EA had their press conference
Yeah.
already.
I didn't watch that one.
More Battlefront 2 stuff.
It does look awesome. Have you seen Battlefront 2 stuff?
No.
one of the things I saw on Twitter was a caption that read, "We're going to Naboo."
Yeah.
So there's going to be space battles. There's going to be
Yep.
a campaign. We've already known about the campaign though.
Yeah.
Which is good though. We get a campaign, which is cool.
Is it its own separate campaign, or do you play through?
It's its own thing. I think.
I
For sure.
I think it's its own thing.
I don't think they're doing anything like Titanfall 1 or anything. I think it is its own thing.
We get that.
As long as I'm aware.
No, I meant story-wise. Is it going to be taking place different major battles, or
It's
have they written their own campaign?
it starts
I
well.
bet they've written their own campaign because of where
Yeah.
it starts.
Well, the teaser trailer makes it seem like it starts at the end of Revenge of the Sith
Yeah. When
or Return of the Jedi. End of Return of the Jedi.
when the Death Star blows up.
Yeah.
So
You play as an Imperial
Pilot.
stormtrooper, elite trooper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, elite trooper, and you see the Death Star getting blown. I'm just like, dang, what happened? You know.
Now, how do they make elite troopers? Because they're all cloned from the same thing.
Not
What
anymore.
determines?
No, they're not.
They aren't clones anymore.
That was only what
Episode
was it?
3.
20 years before that happened.
Yeah.
Then what happened to all the clones?
The Clone
They're just getting old men.
The Clone Wars. That's what happened.
No,
there's
that's when they
still
were
some
brought
of them
in.
there.
They shut those factories down.
Yeah.
Yeah. By killing them.
If you play Battlefront 2, the original Battlefront 2, you play as the 501st, which is a clone group, and you play as them all the way through the Empire, and they talk about growing old and stuff, and seeing new blood come in. It's pretty cool. And the original Battlefront 2, you have to say that now. The original Battlefront 2.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, is this one called just Battlefront 2?
It's called EA's.
EA's Battlefront 2. Yeah. It's like a
Stupid naming
like a
convention.
fucking studio, or like a movie studio.
Disney's
EA's
Aladdin. Star Wars Battlefront 2.
There also is no season pass, which is a very EA thing to do, to have a season pass, but there isn't going to be a season pass.
No paid DLC. Or no paid
No paid DLC. It's all free. So, not only do we get a campaign, we get space battles. I don't know if Galactic Conquest is a thing.
I think I heard somebody say Galactic Conquest, but I don't know if it's the original mode.
Okay.
It might be a new thing.
Then there might be that, and there's all this free DLC. They've basically just fixed everything wrong, everything that was wrong, and everything that was fucking stupid about the first one. Everything that was very EA.
You
about
know
the first one.
what that means, though, about free DLC? Was a very common, what I fear when I hear that.
Microtransactions.
Microtransactions.
Yeah,
Buy
but
all the skins.
who cares though? You don't have to buy if it's skins. You don't have to
They
buy
can
skins.
do it wrong. They can do it
Okay,
wrong.
okay, sure.
We don't microtransactions is there's very different types of microtransactions. They be implemented well
There's aesthetics
or poorly.
There's aesthetics and gameplay.
There's pay to win, and then there's just aesthetics.
Yeah. We want aesthetics, please.
Yep. No pay to win.
Or even if it is pay to win, like if it's like boost your level faster kind of thing.
I want it to be like
I would almost be okay with that, just if they wouldn't ruin it completely. Like, you can only get this gun if you buy it.
there won't be this, but I wish it was. I wish it was kind of like Halo 5, where there's the mode where the microtransactions kind of stuff matters, Warzone,
Yeah.
where you get the loot like special weapons or whatever. But then you have Arena, which is
Which is
what
just
I
whatever
always
the fuck.
everybody has
Yeah.
equalness, you know.
Equalness.
Yeah. I'm excellent with the wording.
Yeah.
But this, I don't know how they're gonna implement it. I don't know if it's just gonna be skins or if it'll be like upgrade guns faster.
Well, if the DLC is one aspect to where they could fuck this up, I think I think it's almost like fine. I'll take a hit in DLC as long as I get everything else that's going on. You know, for the longest time, I just when I heard that EA was making Battlefront, I thought, oh, that's awesome. Just do an HD remake of one of the old games. Like that's literally all they needed to do.
I don't want
to make
HD
somebody happy.
remakes anymore.
Why?
I want something new. I don't want the exact. If they redid it, but it was the same map, essentially the same maps, and essentially the same gameplay, that's fine. But when it's 1-to-1, I don't want that anymore.
I want Melee HD.
I want new Melee HD.
Well, you might be interested in Final Fantasy VII.
I've never
A game
played a
he's
Final
never
Fantasy
played
game
before. So
yeah, but that is what I mean, though. Something like that, where
right.
Yeah.
The only issue I have with that, though, which I want to buy it, but apparently the first game, I never played it either, but it came on 3-disc.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're making each disc a $60 game.
Okay.
All right. That's bizarre.
That's
Not $60. That's too much. Unless how much game is one of the discs? Do you have any idea? Is it like a couple hours? Or is it like 20 hours?
No, it doesn't. There's no way anybody can say, well, let's try and figure this out why it's like this. Maybe it makes sense. It doesn't make sense at all.
Each game could be huge.
I will be ignorant, right? I will say right now, this is fucking stupid.
I agree with the $60 thing. The sentiment of splitting a game 3 ways and calling them $6 each, that sucks. But it might be a whole game. They might just be like, this is the...
I mean, people put out DLC.
I don't know how
called extra.
Well, I don't know how Final Fantasy VII's story was split up. It could have been like 3 stories independently told, for all I know.
If it's
3 big
not Final
chapters.
Fantasy Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3 that are all separate games, if it's not that, then it's dumb.
I hate episodic gaming anyway. Something like that. I hate it. I don't like it.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It just doesn't
hate Halo?
feel right.
You hate Halo?
No, I'm talking about episodic, like Walking Dead and the Telltale games, essentially.
I was going to say, like...
And Hitman.
Hitman?
The new Hitman's that way.
Well, I mean, those are just missions.
No.
Yeah.
Essentially, that's what they are.
No, they broke up the story into 5 different chapters that released out.
He's talking about Hitman. You're talking about Walking Dead.
No, I'm talking about the new Hitman.
Oh, are you? Okay.
The latest one was
Is it
like
really
that.
like that? Okay.
Yes.
I thought they were missions, but they might not have been.
It's been out long enough that you can do that now.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of just weird. I don't know why they do that.
It's
It
like
just sits
Hitman the
wrong with
complete
me.
first season, which is like the latest pack that comes out.
So you don't like HD remakes like, say, the first Gears of War and Halo 2?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I like them, but I'd prefer something new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't hate them, but I was like, well, I wish this was like a new.
It's weird as well, because you think about Gears of War, I mean, yeah, like that game, I guess it's an old game now.
I was gonna say Halo 2 felt like it was longer ago, so it felt
Yeah.
more worth it to me.
Yeah.
2004.
Yeah, Well, an Xbox original game versus a 360 game getting re-resed.
Yeah.
And I feel like the HD remake of Gears 1, I didn't play the original to be completely fair. But I felt like it didn't improve very much.
The cinematic, it was
Like visually.
the cinematic experience was was supposed to be amazing in that game. And I saw some cutscenes where I was like, I remember being like different.
Yeah,
So.
and I didn't play the original, so I have no basis to base that on. But I felt like just looking at it, it's like it didn't look that different.
It's about the same as Halo 2.
Well, I was gonna say Halo 2 felt awesome, like a dramatic upgrade.
It's that's a bigger that's a bigger upgrade the original to the remastered version, but still, Gears of War, they did essentially the same things where they beef up the soundtrack, they beef up the cinematic view, and the retexture, reskin, and all that. You know.
It might have felt like more of an improvement if I had played the original.
Sure,
but I didn't.
Speaking about remakes, did they say anything about Halo 3 remastered?
No, Halo was not mentioned at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then their pre-roll, or like their little intro they showed a Forza car, and they showed Halo, Master Chief's helmet, and they showed like Gears of War, but that was it. They just had like their...
I thought they'd at least have something with Halo Wars 2, that's the latest thing right now.
They had it on the new Project Scorpio. Do you know what it's called?
Yeah.
The new name?
The
Xbox
One X.
Xbox One X.
Yeah.
So now the abbreviation is
XX.
XBOX.
XBOX.
Xbox One X. XBOX. Xbox.
That's annoyingly clever.
If they meant it to be that way.
Yeah, that's annoyingly clever that the abbreviation is like that. However, it's very fucking stupid that you say Xbox One X. That's fucking stupid.
It doesn't roll off the tongue quite as well.
So how powerful is the Scorpio?
They gave all the specs and stuff as just a bunch of numbers to me.
Could you switch out shit?
What do you mean?
Is it like a PC where
No.
you can switch out shit? No.
But it is the smallest console they've ever made. It's smaller than 1S.
Okay.
And it's the most powerful.
Okay.
4K, native 4K,
Yeah.
which is a big deal.
I guess to everything that because there's so many damn things you can run with 4K.
All the old games will run better. Run at 4K.
Yeah, but there's nothing made in 4K to run.
Yeah, the new games
4K.
are.
Whatever new games will come out, there aren't enough, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
No, it says it's going to make them all run at 4K.
What? No.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
It'll up-res the ones that aren't made specifically to run 4K to 4K, and the ones that are, it does already.
No.
That's not how that works.
It upscales.
That's not how.
No, because the PS Pro did the same thing, but each developer had to put out their own, their own
It
update
will display a
to
4K
match with
image.
that.
The game won't be.
It'll look like shit.
No, it won't.
It won't work. No, it won't run right. It's the same thing when we play Melee on a CRT versus a flat screen.
I'm playing games at 1080 on a 4K TV right now, and it looks better than it does on a 1080.
It's different.
It's the same thing.
It's different.
It's literally the same.
The TV has a resolution that can go up to 4K versus a game that's made to be played.
And then it
4K.
displays at 4K.
Then doesn't that shaft people that don't get the Scorpio?
What do you mean?
What, just based on resolution?
Yeah, they're going to have to put more focus into new games coming out to run at 4K instead of working on gameplay to people to play.
No, I don't think.
They explained it better in the thing than I can.
Sure.
But they basically, you know how they make a game for PS4 and Xbox One? They're already making different versions of the same game. Mm-hmm. They just do it again for 1X.
Oh, okay. Sure.
You know? Like they make the game for the lowest common denominator, the Xbox One, and then they upscale it they turn up the graphics a little bit for PS4, and then they turn them up even more for PS4 Pro and Xbox One X.
Okay. What else?
They don't really turn them up; they just take the limiters off.
Yeah.
Along the line.
What other features? Any new features?
How quiet is it?
I don't know. It's liquid vapor cooled.
What's the
Vape Nation.
Yeah.
shit? What's the What's the hard drive? Is it
I don't think they said. Well, they might
Really?
have. Yeah, I don't think they said.
well the Xbox One S comes 500 gigabytes
Or a terabyte.
or
I don't
terabyte
think-
at the most.
I don't think they said. If they did, I didn't pay attention to that part.
It'd be nice if it was straight up a terabyte because of the price.
Maybe it's $4.99.
Really?
Yeah,
Too
$4.99.
much.
Too much, you
Yep.
say?
Yep. Too much.
Original rumors had it at like $800.
It's way cheaper than what everybody thought it was going to be.
It's too
which
much.
is $800.
It's too much.
Why?
You can't roll out a new Xbox One that's the same goddamn thing. You can't do it.
If you tried
It's
to
the
build a
same
PC that did this, it would cost you closer to $1,500.
No, it won't.
No.
Yeah,
No, it won't at all.
You can make PCs cheap for like $600. They
Not
can do
the
the same
same
thing.
thing.
You can make a console killer.
not a Scorpio killer.
Yeah,
Not for
you
that
could.
price.
Yeah, absolutely.
No,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't.
absolutely.
You can make an Xbox One killer for that price. You can't make an Xbox Scorpio killer.
Yeah, I could.
No, you
I'll
can't.
get. I'll talk to Kyle.
Okay, to run native 4K at 60 frames
Yeah,
for $500.
yeah. I'll talk to Kyle.
Okay, I'm sure you can. Sure you can.
I'll talk to Kyle.
You
Man,
can't.
I
Not
just-
for 500.
I just can't wait to play Minecraft in 4K.
That was the thing, yeah.
Fuck that.
How's that? Did they show anything more about that Minecraft VR world?
No, they didn't show any
It
smart
was
glass.
AR, wasn't it?
It was
Yeah,
smart
yeah.
glass.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Or not
so
smart glass, HoloLens.
HoloLens. Yeah.
They didn't show any HoloLens.
My thing is that when did the Xbox One come out? It wasn't that long ago.
That's 2013.
2013?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no. 2014.
I don't think so.
2014.
I thought it was 13.
no, it's 14.
Yeah, 2014.
I'll look it up. I could have swore it was 13.
We were at the apartment when you got it.
Not the console. I had it here first.
It was 2014 though.
I'll look it
If
up.
we moved in August.
I don't know.
Maybe it was November 2013. Around the Christmas time would be a great.
I guess that would make sense.
That's what I thought it was.
2014.
Well, technically, that's when the gaming year starts. Is 2014 and it ends in the
No,
fall.
BS. You're just trying to make it sound like I was wrong.
You are the real.
November 2013. I was right.
That's practically 2014. So,
Doesn't matter. Still right. Screw you guys.
well, it's only been out for 4 years, this console.
Sure.
And I feel like Xbox hasn't had time to give this console to breathe. You know what I mean?
No.
So like the Wii U, right?
Yeah.
When the Wii U came out, it came out and then it came out like very closely, like I wouldn't say so close after the Wii came out. I can't remember when the Wii came out now. I can't remember
07.
when the Wii U came out now.
I think 07 was the Wii.
No, you're crazy.
Am I crazy?
Yeah, you're-
06?
You're crazy.
Why are we just trying to
It's
think? Why
it's
don't we
06.
look it up?
It's 06.
Yeah, it was 06.
Xbox 360 came out in 2005. A year later,
I mean,
PS3.
previously.
A year later, PS3 and Wii.
Xbox was a year prior.
Yeah, I said in 2005 the 360 came out.
A year later.
Then a year later,
He didn't say then. He said a year later.
I understood what he
I
meant.
No, I didn't understand.
That doesn't mean if I say
You said
then a year
Xbox came out
later.
2005. A year later.
A year later, there's a pause. There's a
There
comma.
was not a pause.
No,
there should have been.
We weren't fucking listening. You're on your
I
phone.
was listening. I was looking up these dates.
So anyway,
You'll hear it in the playback. 2006 was the Wii.
I feel like they shoved. I feel like they shoved the Wii U out at a point to where nobody knew what this was. The Wii itself probably.
Wii U was 2012.
Yeah. See, I don't feel like that was. It seems pretty long, but it's only 6 years, right?
Yeah.
And then they shoved the Wii out.
Wii U.
Sorry, the Wii U, and then they shoved the Wii U out, and then that fucking failed. Nintendo Switch. Like let's get something else out there.
Sure.
So Xbox, it's only been 4 years.
Uh-huh.
It's only been 4 years since the Xbox One came out. Then they had their Xbox One S, which
Yeah.
I thought was okay. It's fine. It's the same thing. It's smaller. It's cheaper. It's better.
Yeah.
Right. Then let's give you the Xbox One X. This is the same price as the thing you bought 4 years ago.
Yep.
It's really good as far as it runs native 4K at 60 frames per second. However, it's still the same thing.
What do you mean?
I mean, there's nothing. It's the game problem. There's nothing new.
What do you mean?
With it, they keep on throwing out the same console.
It's not a new generation. It's a more powerful of the same generation. It's not a whole new thing.
But they already did that with the Slim. Why would they do that again?
And the
How
Slim
many
was
iterations
cheaper,
were
and
there?
the Slim was also better already.
The 360 had all kinds of iterations as well.
No. It had the 360, then the
Elite.
Slim.
The Elite came out first.
The
And
360,
then
the 360, the arcade, the Elite, then the Slim, I guess.
And then there was the E.
Yeah.
After that.
And that was like modeled after
Yeah.
the
Was
Xbox
there
One.
an Elite Slim as well? I can't remember.
No, it was just modeled off
Okay.
the Xbox One.
No, I mean, but was there a Slim Elite?
No.
Okay.
My thing is, with as far as like the arcade was, which it was
Well, the arcade wasn't a difference compared to like the arcade was just without a hard drive.
Yeah.
The Elite was a different thing.
It was kind of crappier too, to be fair. An arcade was.
Yeah.
It was like made cheaper as well.
They do console refreshes. This is not the first time. This is the first time the hardware has been different.
My thing is, this isn't like a console refresh. They say it's not a new generation, but it feels like a new generation copying from the old generation, doing the exact same thing, trying to give us something new. Instead, they give us the same console that's $500.
What do you mean? It's not the same.
I'm saying it feels like it. I didn't say it was. I said it feels like it.
Why?
Because it's the same goddamn thing, essentially.
As what? I'm not noticing.
No,
I'm not picking up what you're saying.
So,
It feels the same as what?
give me a second. What do you
Okay.
think?
You're a really big car guy, Trey.
Yeah.
Let's say, like, we have this 2017 model,
Sure.
brand new, came out.
The Slim, the 360 Slim came out in 14 just for... Is that right? 14 or is that the E? That ain't right. Hang on. Sorry.
It's not
2010 was the Slim.
Okay, so let's say you have the
4 years later.
You have
5
the
years later.
Right.
You have the 2016 model.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to immediately jump onto the new 2018 model car?
If you have the money,
Why?
you want more. It's better.
How's it better?
They change things in cars. They're not the exact same. They do.
But you got this 2016 model that works just fine.
Yeah.
But you got this one with a shiny new coat of paint.
Nobody is making anybody buy the new 2018. Nobody is. It's there if you want it.
Right.
Yeah. Nobody at Microsoft is saying, here, you must buy this.
I guess my thing is
If
that
you have a 4K TV, you don't need it anyway.
I guess my thing is that
What do you mean by that? It's only going to display in 4K. You can't make a 1080 monitor play in 4K.
That's what I'm saying. It'll run fine at 1080 on a 1080 TV, but you won't get the full effect if you don't have 4K.
Yeah, but then Microsoft's just saying, hey, go buy yourself a 4K TV. Spend like another $1,000.
This is not for everybody. This is for the people who want it.
And get a gaming
They're
PC.
They're not selling the 1S anymore. They're still selling the 1S. It's not replacing anything. It's also there.
I feel like
You guys are acting like it's replacing. You have to buy this. It's there if you want it.
No, I feel it's not that.
They knocked down the 1S's price too, to $250, I think.
That's way better. Fuck.
Well, get it. It's for you.
Oh, I mean that.
You're all acting like I gotta buy this new thing now. It's like
I don't
no,
know.
you don't.
I don't know. I just feel like
There's gonna be no games that are made specifically for the X that won't run on the old ones.
I don't know. I don't
Now
know.
you say that.
I say that, and they say that now. We'll see if it changes. But
I think my thing is that they made it such a big goddamn deal, and it's not at all.
what are you talking about? Why did they make it? How did they make it a big deal?
What are you talking about?
It's the only thing Microsoft has been saying.
Of
the
course
past-
they
For the
are.
past,
They're not gonna
what,
be like-
goddamn year.
They're not going to be like, oh yeah, we came out with this new thing. Don't worry about that. Of course they're hyping it up.
They
No,
might as
it's-
well have done that.
It's only this new thing. There's what else is Microsoft doing? Any exclusives they show off?
Do you remember when
They had 40 They said there's like 41 games and 21 of them are exclusive.
Do you remember when the Xbox One S came out? Came out. They didn't hype it up for a goddamn year. They were just like, "Oh, here's a new Xbox."
This is the most powerful console
it's better.
ever. So of course they're gonna ride that hype train all the way to the bank
for a fucking year.
Yeah, why wouldn't they? What are you talking about?
Because it's just another iteration of the Xbox that they make it seem like this fucking amazing thing.
Of course,
all
they
it
are.
Is that all it
a
is
marketing team. That's their job.
4K, there you go. Is that the only goddamn thing?
No.
What else?
It's got a faster hard drive. They'll load everything faster, run everything smoother.
It's already fast. What else?
No, that just means they're gonna make games to like loading screens match up the same time. That just means they can put more into games because of that.
They said it'll load everything faster. That's what they said. I don't know. It's up to the game developer to make them equal if they want to do that. I don't think they would. I don't think they ever make load times the same. They might make it. They might not put out a 4K patch for the Xbox One X. You know what I mean? But it will load faster. You know, same way of running an old game on an old PC versus an old game on a new PC. It'll just run faster just because the new hardware is just faster. Even though the game's the same. Of course they're hyping it up. Of course. Why wouldn't they hype it up?
It's not that big of a deal.
To you.
I don't know.
It's to you. What are you talking about?
I can't think. Like,
it's not that big a deal. To you. You don't want it. You don't need it.
I feel like the 1S was a way bigger deal. Just because it was
What are you talking about? Like you said, they didn't even hype it up at all.
It's smaller. The
Xbox One X is even smaller.
Yeah. It's smaller. It's got more hard drive space.
This one will probably have as much, if not more.
It's white.
So this is back to black.
What else was I can't even.
This is literally everything the 1S is, but better.
Are you gonna buy one, Trey?
Yeah.
Are you actually?
I have the TV for it.
Yeah.
You don't have the TV. You
so
don't need it.
So you're gonna bring that TV down here now?
Why would I do that?
What are you gonna do with your one you have, your Xbox?
Might sell it on Craigslist. I don't know. Maybe. See if Javon wants it. Or somebody. I don't know.
Javon won't be able to use it.
Like I said, this is for the people who want it. And I want it. I think it'll be kind of cool.
I think one of the things is, well, they're kind of selling it to a specific audience.
Yeah. The people who want it.
Yeah, but it's like 5% of people.
Sure.
It's like the people that are like have high-end gaming PCs.
Exactly. What are you talking about?
I'm really glad Isaac's not here.
They just seem to hype it up so goddamn much. It's like, this will bridge the gap between PC and the console.
They never said that.
Yeah, they did.
No, they did not.
Yeah, they totally did.
They said it'll be the most powerful console ever. They didn't say anything about PCs.
They've always been. No, they've been saying that for the past year.
No, they did
not.
That's
what you've been.
They never mentioned PC.
That's what everybody's been hearing for the past year.
They probably mentioned it a few times. But they didn't.
They definitely mentioned it.
No, they said it's the most powerful console ever made. That's their big selling point. It's the most powerful console.
Look that up, John. Look up
most powerful console. They're not going to say it's the PC killer. Gap. They're not stupid.
I didn't say PC killer. It'll bridge the gap.
They're not stupid. This is for people.
They are.
They are not stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is not for you. You don't have a 4K TV. You don't go buy the most expensive thing. This is not for you.
I'm just so, I don't know. I'm so let down.
Why? You didn't even see the conference. You don't even know anything about it.
No, I'm so let down just based on the price. It seems to me like
everybody was saying it's going to be $800. I can't believe nobody was saying it was going to be $300 or $400.
I know. I kept on hearing it was going to be like, if they don't make it at $300, then fuck it.
Those are just trolls on the internet.
There might be people that I heard it from.
Those are
I feel like I was reading articles, but I don't know. But still, it just I don't know. I can't gather my thoughts.
It's a niche thing. It's not for everybody. The 1S is still there. The original one, I don't think is going to be sold anymore. I don't know.
That might be a problem with that I have, just because it's a niche thing as well. Just because they hype it up to everybody, and then it's like, oh, it's fucking awesome for you people, for the 1% of people that are going to buy this goddamn thing. I don't know.
That's literally everything. When Corvette comes out, look at this new Corvette Z06. It's the $150,000 car. It's the best thing ever.
to
Why haven't you bought it yet?
Exactly.
to 1% of the people.
They're still not going to go, it's okay if you want it. They're going to say, it's amazing. You want this.
Yeah,
It's called marketing.
I don't know. They didn't. They hype everybody up though. Hype the 1%ers
Yes.
up. Hype the 1%ers up though that you're
They
gonna sell
hype
to.
everybody up to make the people who might have been on the fence get it.
If you didn't have an Xbox One, would you get this or would you get
That's the
an
question.
Xbox One S?
That's the question. It depends on what you want, what you need. If you can deal with the 250,
I guess if you're going based on that, no, I still don't know. 250 is too good of a price.
sure. If you don't have 4K, you don't need a 4K TV. You don't need a X. This is for the people who want it, not the people who need it. Nobody needs this.
What would you call it? Xbox X, XX.
They really screwed it.
I like
They really screwed the naming.
the One X. I guess you just call it the One X.
Yeah, the One X.
Okay.
They should have called it the Elite at least. Or
Called the
or
Xbox.
Xbox Scorpio would have been fine enough with me.
Xbox
So
2.
what's the title again?
It is the Xbox One X.
Xbox 2.
Xbox All-in-One X. That's stupid.
The Xbox All-in-One X.
Yeah.
Sure.
Why not? They showed Forza 7.
Did they really?
Yeah, of course
Holy
they did.
shit. Okay.
It's every other year, Forza. The next Forza.
Every other year? What's in between? Forza Horizon now?
The Horizon, yeah.
Okay.
They showed off the car in the press conference.
Yeah, that they always do. They
Well,
have
this was
car
the
out there.
first time anybody ever had laid eyes on this car. It was the world reveal
really?
of this Porsche, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and Porsche's never been in Forza since
Yeah.
Forza 4 because
Yeah.
EA owned the rights,
Yeah.
and now Forza's in it. So that was a big deal for Forza fans.
Yeah.
Nobody else. Nobody else. I know it's a niche thing.
No, I know. I've heard you talk about that before.
Yeah. So world reveal was at E3 on Xbox.
That's kind of cool.
That's pretty cool.
Trying to bridge the gap between people that like cars
And Xbox.
and people that play, and people that play
that has
video games.
literally been their mantra, Forza's mantra.
Yeah.
Is bridging the people, car fans to car culture to video games, and video games to car culture. That's literally been their mantra for like 5 years now.
Yeah. It's not a bad ideal as a company.
Dang, I gotta look up. The stinger, the gameplay stinger they ended on, like the last game they showed.
Was the Cars 3 trailer?
No. It was BioWare or BioWare.
Yeah,
Mass
BioWare.
Effect people.
It was that.
Atheon,
Eighth Anthem.
Yeah, it was Anthem.
Anthem.
Yeah. That's how you spell it.
This game is amazing. You know how there's always the one.
They showed more of it today, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Because there was a trailer for it
I can't look it up.
Saturday, and
Oh,
then-
was there?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. This is the first I've seen
It
it.
is
Okay.
the 11th. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You know how there's like a Watch Dogs or a Division or something that just looks amazing every year?
Yeah.
This was the thing for me. It's amazing. It's freaking like, apparently the story goes, there's some city that's encapsulated in a wall, Attack
Okay.
on Titan-esque.
Sure.
Outside of the wall is a bunch of monsters and dangerous stuff or whatever.
Sure.
Point of the thing is, it's third-person shooter action game, right?
Yeah.
You wear power suits, like mechs, like you climb in.
Like a Spartan suit.
Like a Spartan suit.
Yeah.
And it's like customizable. It looks kind of like Destiny in the way that you get loot and stuff and change your armor and things. I don't know about gameplay, but like the loot system looks Destiny-esque. And they look like they had supers. Like they showed the medium all-around person was like the person they were playing as, and the big heavy tank guy was over here. And they showed what appeared to be like super moves. That's the only way I can describe them. I don't know how often you can do them. The big tank guy shot a mortar that killed like 20 dudes. And the medium armor dude did the Iron Man thing where target locked on to like 20 guys and then shot rockets at all 20 of them. It was awesome and it looked amazing.
Did they say it was Xbox exclusive?
I actually don't remember. I don't know. I don't think it was. I doubt it
Because
was.
that was the big rumor going around.
I don't think if there was a lot of the exclusives they were touting were just console early exclusives or whatever, like it'll be on Xbox for like half a year and then PS4 will get it or however long. But that was a thing that Phil Spencer said in the beginning. I'm going to show you 40 some odd games, and of which 21 have their console exclusive on Xbox. Not that they're going to be exclusive on Xbox console, like they might be on Windows as well. Mm-hmm. But that was the thing they touted.
That's cool.
But Atheon looks amazing. It's coming out in 2018, so we'll be waiting forever. And I don't know if it'll turn into anything amazing, but it looked awesome. But like Watch Dogs looked awesome, and it ended up not being. But it was cool. I'm trying to think what else they had shown that I thought was. They got a Dragon Ball Z game.
Yeah.
That's amazing looking.
They showed more of that because you showed me screenshots. Okay.
They showed a trailer.
Okay, cool.
There's a trailer.
Yeah.
I assumed there was. I knew they were going to show
Pause
more.
the podcast. I want to see.
It's a 2D
Just look it
fighter.
up right now.
Yeah, it's made
It's
by
2D fighter.
Arc Systems.
What else did they do?
Guilty Gear, Blaze
Guilty Gear
Blue.
and Blaze Blue.
Okay.
They also did Persona 4
Persona
Arena.
4
which I
Arena.
like.
We played that. You know that one.
Yep. But
XXXX.
yeah. I freaking I was kind of like, I don't know, kind of not interested in the last like 3 games they were showing. They just weren't for me. Not that they look crappy or whatever.
Sure.
And then Dragon Ball Z showed up. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be Xenoverse 2.5 or something weird.
2.5.
2.5. And then it popped up fight, and they were sighting next to each other doing
Yeah.
2D fighting, and it looked amazing. I was like, oh my god! I like
Okay.
got up in my seat.
Was it like 2D fighting or was it Dragon Ball fighting?
What do you mean?
Like,
Oh, shit.
were they just like
Like
spamming
Budokai?
Kamehamehas all the time and all that, or
It was 2D fighting.
was it more like?
It was like a 2D fighter. Like you have your fireball moves, sure, but you're still fighting. You know what I mean?
Okay, so they're gonna take more along the lines of Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear then.
Sure. It looked like they were 3D in a like stuff was getting deflected into the background if you're deflecting blasts, but it was a 2D fight.
They have a It's called like 2.5D.
Yeah.
It's a big thing that Guilty Gear runs on.
You're fighting on a 2D plane though, but it's like a 3D world, you know. It looks amazing.
No, I know. I'm excited for it. I wanna watch the trailer and I wanna I don't know. I'm excited to play a Dragon Ball Z fighting game that's not Budokai, to be honest with you.
I know.
Because
the game we've been wanting forever.
yeah.
It made me sit up. I was like, oh my
Okay.
god.
Like Raging Blast 2, amazing.
Was it still
Xenoverse, fuck, it's an RPG. This game, yes.
Was it still the 3v3?
They did say something about 3v3. Like there was like where those assists look like. I don't know how they work. Like
Sure.
They kind of jumped in. It was real fast.
Like
trailer.
Persona.
They didn't have like a fight happen. It was like cut between fights.
Oh,
So
okay,
it's hard
okay,
to see exactly the systems that are at work, but it looked amazing.
You were saying, Jonathan, that they had like a Marvel vs. Capcom thing where you have 3 fighters that you choose from, and then you play.
That's what it sounded like
play
when I
them.
read the article.
I saw like one of the things had something like that taking
Tekken Tag
place.
Tournament.
Yeah. I don't think you're not controlling all 3. I think you control. I assume based on what I saw, you control one and the assists come in.
You control the one.
Hit
and
the
then,
assist button. He comes in, does a thing, and leaves.
or it's that, or you switch characters.
Or you could switch, but I don't know about that.
Probably is.
I didn't see that, but it might be that way.
I wonder how far in Dragon Ball Super they're gonna put it in.
They had Golden Frieza, so their Super is in there in some capacity.
Yeah, but that's not too far. if you
I know,
think
but
about it.
I'm not happy unless Goku Black's in the game.
They didn't show the highest tier Goku had that they showed that I saw was Super Saiyan 3. They didn't even do God or anything.
Well,
They-
God's in there if Golden Frieza's in there.
I know, but they didn't show it.
He'll probably be a separate character.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay.
Could be. I don't know. I don't know if they power up or what. You know.
Well, no, usually how they do them is like he's
In
a
2D,
separate
I would
thing,
think,
and
yeah.
then, like Super Saiyan Blue would be its own thing. I'm
They've
guessing
only ever
Goku-
done that once, though. Or twice, I guess.
Well, like Budokai, the old 2D fighters, you had to power up,
Yeah.
which I don't think it'll be.
Raging
the way. I think
Blast
I
2.
agree with you, but not even Raging Blast 2. That was 3D as well, wasn't it?
No, I'm saying you had to power up. The way that
Oh,
you...
and 3.
Yeah.
And Budokai, whatever.
Raging Blast 2.
Yeah. Well, Budokai 3, you had to power up as well.
You had to
It
power
was
up.
2D.
You had to power up, and then you can transform.
Yeah, and your energy would drain.
Yeah.
But it looked awesome. There's a real quick trailer. It wasn't like nobody came out and talked about it.
Sure.
It was just a real quick
It's
little
just the
thing.
tease.
Yeah.
Well, when I tune into the Sony press conference tomorrow, I'll try to see because it'd make more sense. Mm-hmm. Arc System really hasn't had a game come over here in a while. Like they've had like releases over here, but like no one like really bothers with their games, so they haven't hired like English voice actors for it.
Yeah.
We should do... Me and Jonathan were talking. We should do a Persona 5 playthrough.
Sure.
Because it just came out, right?
I know nothing
And-
about these. Personas.
You played Persona 4 though.
Arena. That's
So it's
not.
like a fighting game.
That's
But
completely different.
it is.
Completely different.
It's like an RPG, right?
Yeah, it's
Very
a
Japanese RPG.
It's a JRPG. It's
which I've never played.
traditional.
Okay.
They're fun.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it'd be interesting if the three of us played it.
Sure,
So
sounds fun.
yeah, we could quote.
And no, I wouldn't bring my big TV down because we're recording in 1080. So no point.
We
If he can fix that.
I
Yeah.
can fix it.
We'll see.
Okay.
I'll fix the fact that Injustice 2 didn't come out this week because the goddamn capture fucked for some reason.
Yeah.
I think it was because of the resolution. I'm thinking more that it's the fact that I tried to record in the highest quality and it just didn't fucking want to do that because the game is too high
We
quality.
definitely got to do shorter videos too.
Sure.
To prevent stuff like this from happening.
I don't know. I've never had that problem before, though.
With new capture
Where
card.
length is an issue.
New capture card. New things.
A better capture card. So it shouldn't be
We'll see.
a thing that's affected
Hopefully
by a
it'll
worse capture card, is what I'm thinking.
Did anything else cool happen at the Xbox press conference?
To jump back on Battlefront 2,
Uh-huh.
EA's Battlefront 2.
EA Star Wars.
Sorry.
Battlefront 2.
It's they have their multiplayer beta coming out in November.
Oh, really?
I think it's November.
Oh, when's the game coming out? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Did they say early 2018 or something?
You know,
Probably.
for like, they might do the thing that Battlefield does.
Sorry, it just said fall. Never mind. So
Oh,
it could be
okay.
earlier.
That Battlefield does, which is like, you get the shortcut kits where you can buy and it'll unlock your class for you.
I don't know. We'll have to see. They did talk about in some of the interviews I saw today. Thankfully, one of my big complaints about EA's Star Wars Battlefront 1 was there wasn't anything. There was not very much depth to the game.
There wasn't too much you could do as well, right?
Well, I mean, there's stuff you can do, but
No, but it's like you go through the game modes and it's like, yeah, that's neat.
oh, that's true too. At the beginning, it didn't have hardly anything. It was like half a game.
Yeah.
But in this one, they described to be more depth the way they were talking. Like there's a class system now. It's not just like everybody has the same game
Yeah.
or gun. And
Well, you could buy the guns.
well, I mean, I know, but there was no
Specific guns.
classes. There's nothing you could do that I couldn't do. Depending on our loadout that we picked.
Okay, yeah.
Where this is like apparently there's like a sniper class, there's a heavy class, and I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
And I think that I caught the tail end of an interview, and I wasn't half paying attention to it. But they described like one of the complaints was there's not very much depth, so they're trying to work on that.
Sure.
Another thing I was worried about in the space battles in the first game, there wasn't like if a guy was on your tail, you couldn't do nothing.
There
You
were
could
space battles in the first game.
you
Yeah,
could
there
flow
was.
over the planet. There wasn't space battles.
There
There's
were
sky
dogfights.
battles.
There were dog fights. That's all it
Dogfights.
was.
But basically, if a guy was on your tail, you could turn, but he turned the same radius as you.
You could sort of,
You could hope he didn't see you were better than him.
yeah.
But
But I
there's-
mean, that's kind of what they are.
I don't know, but it was too easy.
Sure.
Like once he was on your tail, there's nothing you could do. You could just hope he would miss and hope somebody else would kill him for you.
you could.
In this, they said there's like abilities you have to help you actually.
Well, you still had abilities in the last.
Not
I don't know.
abilities to do that. You had speed boost, but then you'd fly away further. And
No,
he'd
you
shoot
had
again.
another. No, you had a thing. Yeah.
Like I know, but it didn't help you evade.
If he shot a rocket at you, yeah.
You could avoid the rocket, but he was on your
Yeah.
tail. You couldn't do anything.
You could put up like a
Right.
shield for a second or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
something like
nothing
that,
that
yeah.
could literally get him off your tail. You know,
Right.
you were
Right.
inevitably going to die. I don't know. They describe like there's just new ways.
And as far as like space battles go, we keep saying space battles. Is it more than dogfighting? Can you go on the ship? Can you do all that you could?
I don't know.
You take down Imperial Starfighter.
Could you land in the
wanted to?
thing?
Could you land in the loading bay? And
I don't know.
That was the best part.
yeah, that was the best part.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see the EA conference to see them actually showing it. I saw a bunch of gameplay on the Naboo map.
Xbox One X comes out November 7th
Yeah.
for purchase.
Forza 7, October. Something.
Something.
7th. But when I buy it on that, and then I buy the Xbox One X, it'll just be in my recently downloaded whatever.
Kingdom Hearts 3, not applicable. We don't know when Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to come out, if it ever does come out. a new trailer dropped for Kingdom Hearts 3.
A lot of gameplay, too. Some gameplay. I don't know if it's a lot.
Sure. Oh, well, though.
I don't care about Kingdom Hearts.
That's all I've got to say about
it.
it. I played the first one. It was fun. That's it.
I don't care much for Disney, so I never really. Yeah.
Whatever. You're lame.
So.
Yeah.
I dropped my phone, and like the thing was popping open, and it was messing. I couldn't like
Your case or the phone itself?
the phone itself,
Okay.
and I couldn't like adjust the volume easy.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and I put some rubbing alcohol, just a little bit in here, just to like loosen up a bit. Fixed my phone just fine. It happened overnight.
I don't know.
Cool. Amazing.
He went for
Powers
rubbing.
of rubbing alcohol.
He went for rubbing alcohol instead of WD-40. What I would have used.
I'm not going out to my dad's dinky ass shit.
There we go. I'll never be able to pick it up again because it's so goddamn lubricated.
Water displacement 40. NASA invented that.
Yep, they used it on Mars.
They used it to store stuff in the spaceship to get it up there.
On Mars.
It would be floating in WD-40.
So, how about some anime news? You'll love this.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I guess Nick says I'm the anime guy.
Yeah, Nick says
I
you're
guess
the
I
anime
gotta
guy.
like already.
Screw you, Devin. He's the anime guy.
Jonathan's the anime guy because he's talked to Nick at least twice about anime.
Oh, okay. Thus, making Lick create an enable for you. Whatever.
That was crazy.
That's the first dyslexia. I actually replaced the N and the L.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
I do that a lot.
I've just messed up before. I've never actually swapped the correct letters. That's
crazy.
crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah. Cowboy Bebop is being remade. Okay.
Define remade.
I'm not done with that.
Okay.
As a live-action TV series.
Oh my god.
Jonathan's face of bullshit. No.
Has that ever
Did
worked
you guys
out well?
ever watch Death Note?
The movie?
The movies? I didn't see the movies.
No, like the TV show.
The
animated
anime
show.
Yeah, I watched that. Yeah.
They turned that into a live action show on Netflix.
Yeah. It's starring Willem Dafoe as Ryuk, which is amazing casting.
It hasn't come out yet, though, has it?
No, it has not. Okay. No. They made a movie though. They made a live action movie.
They
in
also
Japan.
made a live action
There's
movie
3
of
of them.
Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Have you heard of
Also
that?
in Japan. Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I think they tried to make it
It has helicopters.
It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a fucking love story as well, isn't it?
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah.
something like that.
But it has freaking helicopters.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
No joke.
It's like modern day.
I watched a Dragon Ball movie, Dragon Ball Z movie, that was made in I don't fucking know where it was made. Like it was made in Korea or
Taiwan.
fucking Taiwan or India. like I don't know. It was made somewhere in that area.
India is very different. Than...
It is.
Okay.
But this movie was blowing my mind.
Okay. How good was it?
It was better than Evolution.
That's not saying much, but still, it's kind of amazing.
This movie was made probably when Dragon Ball aired. Dragon Ball aired completely.
Dragon Ball?
Dragon Ball.
Okay.
It was a Dragon Ball movie.
Not Z.
Sorry, I said Z. Yeah, but it was a Dragon Ball movie. And it's I knew everything that was going on and I could follow the story.
It was true to the source material?
It was
a little bit?
Yeah, it was it was weird.
More so than Evolution?
I
Where
think
Goku drives a Mustang?
No. It was
whatever.
so here's the thing. No.
Okay.
Actually, it wasn't, but it was a better movie.
Okay.
So it's better than Evolution.
Okay.
That's the thing. And because I looked at them I know what parts are supposed to be what parts.
Have you seen Evolution, Jonathan?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's what? Sorry. Go ahead.
Fun fact about that movie: it was a last-minute change to turn Piccolo green. He was originally going to be white. That's where Team 4-Star is getting their albino Namekian reference from.
Is that where they're getting? That's fucking.
That's
hilarious.
crazy. I
never knew that. Okay, I love that.
That joke's been around forever, I feel like, the albino,
Well, yeah,
since the early Team 4-Star episodes.
yeah.
But I guess Dragon Ball Evolution is a long time ago.
But that, I swear, just like Like that, like literally, that movie was like made in the 80s or something.
The Dragon Ball movie you're talking about?
Yeah, in a foreign country, but it was still better. I watched this on YouTube as well, by the way.
Okay.
Like, and it's god awful. But you can tell like who the characters are supposed to be. It's more like a ripoff.
Did they ever do
anything.
energy blasts?
Yes.
How awful does that look?
I don't know.
As good as they can do?
I can't really remember.
Oh my gosh.
But they have the Dragon Balls there, and they have the dragon. The dragon shows up, and I don't know. I like that better. The fighting was better as well. That's always a big thing for me. If I watch a movie, the fighting has to be good, and then it's like immediately better.
Has there ever been a good rendition of anime in live action?
No.
No.
Easily said.
Yet they still try.
Because eventually somebody's going to nail it.
Just like video.
It might not be in our generation, but eventually somebody.
Just like video game movies. Listen, you got to go for a specific kind of. When you make an anime, there's a very specific kind of style, right? Mm-hmm. Some animes are sorry. I'm gonna stop what I was gonna say completely, and I want to ask a question. Has there ever been a cartoon movie that's been made into live action that's been better?
A cartoon movie?
Mm-hmm.
That's
the
been
Timmy
made?
Turner movies.
Oh my gosh,
Really
you're
out there
right.
as well.
I don't know. I don't feel like that happens very often. I can't think of anything.
Now, you could say
They're mostly kids' movies.
I was gonna say you could say technically, the Jungle Book is one of those,
Yeah.
but my problem with that
Beauty and the Beast.
Tarzan.
That Beauty and the Beast remake wasn't as good, to be fair.
It was much more of a remake than the Jungle Book movie was.
Tarzan was a movie before the animated movie. Tarzan's always been a thing.
Alice in Wonderland, which again has been a thing forever.
Also, those movies aren't good. Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of cartoons that have been movies.
Right. If anything,
Not
it's
necessarily they're
Jungle Book. And what do you want to say that Jungle Book did right?
Kept the characters the same. The story was the same.
Yeah,
The story and the characters were the same.
they literally did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like, when you remake something, you really just want to redo it, but in a different style, in a different art form.
Should they change it at all? Or should it literally be shot for shot, or should they change it at all?
For Cowboy Bebop?
For anything.
Well,
for anime specifically.
when it comes to certain things, yes, like Cowboy Bebop, I think they need to do it just as it's been done, because it's a very specific, very stylized, very perfect thing.
So you want it
in
shot for
itself.
shot anime.
I'd love it to be shot for shot.
Okay.
I'd love it to be like that, because that is what that is. However, there are other animes that you just can't do that with. And maybe, to the anime's credit, like, that's the best way that is going to be shown, is in an anime. That story is in an anime instead of it being live action. Like Kill la Kill. I can't think of how the fuck you would do Kill la Kill.
Have naked people walking around.
Yeah, just a bunch of naked people walking around. The teacher was like his clothes sliding off of him. I fucking love that. It's hilarious.
Plus, people are just randomly huge in that show.
Yeah,
for
well,
one
I mean,
shot,
like-
and not for the other one.
like, you could, like, art style aside, the things that happen in that anime, it's weird and hard to recreate. Death Note makes sense because it's literally just like everyday life.
Yeah, and that's why L's a black guy now.
Sure. Yeah, that's right. Who cares? It's fine. Like, it doesn't matter because it's in America instead of Japan.
Yeah,
So, what's his name? Is it still Kira?
You see, I haven't looked into that. I'm like, no,
okay,
this is
okay,
be awful. Stay away.
Okay.
Now, I'm not much into anime, especially not into anime movies. But one thing on the surface level, when I see them, that's always weird to me, is how they try to make the actors look like the characters in the show. How much is too much? That also very depends on the style, too. 'Cause again, like you can't have people walking around naked.
I'll tell you how much too
Goku's
much.
hair in the evolution, they didn't try to make it look like Goku's hair in the show. This made it spiky.
That'd be
Yeah. Well,
Piccolo didn't have antennas.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you how much is too much
That's a horrible show.
when we see Willem Dafoe as Ryuk. Because
He's like the clown-looking thing. Isn't he?
yeah, because there's no fucking way they're gonna like. If they just made him,
Should they
wear
try?
That's the thing, right?
Should they try to make it?
Should
look
they
like
go
it?
for a different kind of style and just make him wear a fucking black suit or something? Like that would be better.
I think you're screwed either way. I think people will be telling them the Avatar movie is another one.
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great example of how, to be fair,
That also they look normal.
they had the look, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything looked correct. All the outfits or whatever and shit, like, looked fine.
Mm-hmm.
The visuals, I guess, if you want to say, they were fine.
I need to watch that movie again
Some
to
of the
appreciate how bad it is.
some of the CG was weird. They
I've
made
never seen
They made Appa look kind of weird.
Did you ever see the original show?
a bit. I kind of like
Oh, you're crazy. You
It's
need
a
to
good
watch
show.
that.
It's a good show.
I got up to the last season and then like I kind of just stopped watching it for some reason.
Yo, you're crazy. You need to watch that again. I love that show. I like that show better than Dragon Ball Z. Easily, I should say. That's a bold claim. I said that with
Okay.
Epo not too long ago on this podcast.
Okay, that's a bold claim. Did I say that?
You might have said that.
Probably. It sounded like something I would say.
That's a bold claim.
Yeah.
But it's hard. It's a hard thing to do. Which is the same thing when it comes to a video game movie. It's a hard thing to do because
It wasn't meant for that medium.
Well, when it comes to some of those things, sure. When I talked about Beauty and the Beast, I didn't like the movie specifically because that was taken from an era where where Disney was having a renaissance. I think that's what the era is called, is the Disney Renaissance, where you have Aladdin, which is also going to be a fucking live action movie. Most of their Disney movies are live action. By the way, Will Smith will be playing the genie.
Dadgummit. It's
That might be okay. I don't know.
Will Smith is one of those actors that he's Will Smith. I won't see the genie. I'll see Will Smith.
No. Well, you haven't seen his good movies, like 7 Pounds or the concussion one. I don't know.
I always
what
just
it's
see
called.
Will Smith.
No. He's
He's like Tom Cruise. He's Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is definitely Tom Cruise has always been Tom Cruise though.
I know.
That's,
I get
that's
that
different.
vibe of Will Smith. But that's just me.
But like Beauty and the Beast is perfect the way it is as an animated movie. It is. So is Aladdin. There are some things you just can't transfer over, like charm is one of them. You can't take the charm of how the teacups look or how the candlestick looks or how the beast looks, how he looks like a beast, but at the same time it's like he like he's huge, but at the same time he has his face, you know, he has like a very humanistic face and there's charm there. You can't take that, put in a CGI and make it work, because like the candlestick looks too much like a fucking jumbled mess, trying to make it look like, oh look, the metal on him works instead of drawn on eyes, you know?
Is that it loses its charm because it transferred into live action?
Yes.
Or is it losing its charm because it's not the original?
No, because it is the original. It's exactly the original. They've added like maybe a song and then a scene, but however, it's take by take. Like it's very much the same.
Is it because the art style changed?
Yeah, it's because they went to live action. It's because they changed the medium.
Well, so what I'm saying is if they did it again, let's say they remade Beauty and the Beast, but did it animated. It's just a new Beauty and the Beast. It's animated. It's completely different.
What do you mean?
Like they made Beauty and the Beast, another Beauty and the Beast that was also animated, but it wasn't the original.
HD remake
now.
But it's not literally the same type of art or anything. It's not like
HD remake.
but it's not an HD remake.
What do you mean? Instead of like Instead of like the Disney animation, it's like they're cell shaded now.
Or something, yeah, something like that. It's just another animated version of Beauty and the Beast.
Well, I think it depends on that.
I think it would lose its charm anyway because it's not the original. I think if you change it at all, it'll lose its charm.
Well, I guess the movie was made specifically for, that art style. I don't know. It just depends. If you made it like, I really don't know, because there's so many different ways you can do art. There's only one way you can do live action for that movie. So I think that's kind of like an unfair thing, because there's probably different art styles where it's like, oh, you know what? Maybe that would be fine. Maybe that wouldn't change my opinion, or maybe even that would look better.
I think it loses its charm both ways. Loses its charm because it's not the original and because it's live action.
Maybe. Maybe because you do like,
if you change anything, redo anything, it loses like the new. I don't know. Let me think of an example. I'll start talking before I freaking thought of anything.
All I want is to see Legendary Studios redo Gundam.
They won't.
I know, but I think they would be the ones to be able to pull something like that off.
Sure.
Was there? What do you mean? Was there an original Gundam live action movie?
No, it was like, it wasn't like mech style drawn. It was just like animated drawn.
Talking about the Gundam show?
Yeah, the original.
Oh
Gundam
yeah,
show.
I know the original.
Robotech.
I love mecha stuff. I love the old Gundams.
You ever seen Robotech?
Is that the Cartoon Network one?
No. That's
What's-
Megas XLR.
Oh yeah. What's Mega?
They should do that live action.
It
That'd be so weird looking. Just
would just be fucking Transformers. That's all it would
Maybe
be.
a robot with like a car head or whatever the show was.
Transformers. Megas XLR.
That's what I'm saying. Mega XLR would be live action. It would be a robot with a car head.
It's funny. It's all
What's Mechatech or whatever you said?
Robotech.
What's Robotech?
Robotech is the poor man's Gundam.
Oh.
It's fucking ridiculous. What?
no, I think like I'm grasping what you got.
What?
Like the memories in here.
He's
Of
remembering
Robotech?
the show,
Yeah, I think I know
Robotech.
what it is, but
It's so ridiculous.
it's not clear.
I had to
I'm
watch
looking it
it
up.
so I could audition for a part once, and it's so ridiculous. I don't know. It's so they have these jet fighters and they turn into mechs, which is cool.
I do remember this show.
You watch that show?
I don't think I watched it,
I've
but
never-
like twice.
I've never seen that show. They
Yeah, I know what this is.
I remember the toys more than anything.
like there is one episode where there's this like ginormous ship, right? It's as big as it's as big as a whole country, okay?
Yeah.
And because people live on the goddamn ship, so the ship can transform into like
A robot.
it can also it can also transform into a robot, and so everybody's like living on this ship because like a whole country has basically like settled around this ship. Maybe not a whole country, maybe a town. Maybe I'm too crazy. I feel like the ship is gigantic though. I say this because there's one episode where the main character crashes his ship that he's flying into the big ship while it's in outer space or whatever. Crashes it in there. And they get lost for like 2 fucking weeks in that ship. Like they're just in there. Nobody knows that they're in there. They're lost inside the ship.
Yeah, it's as big as a town.
Until somebody comes by to randomly find them. It's insane. That part where I watch this, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This guy's fucking lost in this ship.
They didn't even notice the ship crash into the ship.
No, yeah, there was nothing. There was nothing.
It's really weird.
That's crazy. Fucking, sir, a missile's incoming. Sir, there's a kid in our ship. It's I don't know. Like watching that blew my mind.
Yeah.
And then there's a part since the ship can turn into a fucking huge robot.
It just kills everybody when it transforms.
No. It's essentially because they need to transform into the robot to fight off this enemy, and the captain's like, "Oh shit, we have to transform," but we just took off into space, which like wrecked everybody's fucking houses to begin with. And people are just starting to rebuild. So we now need to transform, which will be like this part of the land will now be on top of this.
Somebody's living in the joints and it goes.
Yeah,
Destroys everything.
Fucking kills, and he does that.
This is a sacrifice I have to make.
And
it's a button that just kills everybody.
And then he's like, "We need to transform back." Fucking transform back.
He has to power it up, and there's like all kinds of houses in the fuel cells.
I watched like 7 episodes, and I think in each one, besides like the first 3, I think in each one I was like, "What the fuck did I just watch?"
They're like living in the exhaust vents, and they turn the nuclear reactor on.
Like
It just melts everybody.
it blew my mind, like watching this show. Because like another thing is that when the main character crashes his ship into the big ship, he has a girl with him. And so they're like lost, like they're stuck there for 2 weeks, and within that time they fall in love. And so then when they're on the outside of the ship, like they talk about getting married and stuff. Like, I want to marry you when we're on the outside, right? And then when they get out
on the outside,
yeah, when we
get out of here,
when we get out of here, because like no joke, they're about to starve to death. They're about to
2
die.
weeks, yeah.
Yeah. They found water. But another thing, this still doesn't make sense.
They found running water in a robot.
It's coolant.
No, because they busted open a pipe that had water, so they could get water.
What the robot need water for?
I don't know.
Because of all the people living in it.
No, it's because it's a thing you can actually live in it, and so I think this is a water pipe. They bust the goddamn
So the
thing
whole
open.
reason they come to find them is just to repair a leak.
I don't know. I don't know.
Busted. We got a water leak down here.
I don't know. I don't know if they were just randomly. I don't know. I don't even think that's the
What
way they
happened
got
to
out.
the hole in the ship? The vacuum of space didn't rip him out?
No, it fit in perfectly, so
Oh,
it
it
made an
wedged.
airtight seal.
No, it's no. Like there's
they
a
had
hole.
spacesuits on the whole time?
There is a hole. No. No. It's just, but then they get on the outside, and then both of them are just like, whatever. like I'm just like, fuck this show. It drives me crazy.
You gotta watch that sometime.
It's insane. I half love it, and I'm half just like, how is this show still
Images
going?
I looked up on Google are all like jet planes, not even spaceships.
They turn it. No, that's what I mean. They're like jet planes. They turn into robots.
Sure,
They turn
but
to
they
mix.
got the jets into space.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's how you fly them up there.
And instead of being like
but
this,
I don't mean like jet like a rocket. I mean jet like a plane
Yeah, they fly them up there.
in space.
No,
okay.
that's fine. No, yeah, but what you saw was exactly what that is.
Okay, planes in space that are also robots.
They're meant to fly. They're meant to fly in space. Those are specifically meant to.
The wings,
Whatever.
wings literally do nothing in space.
They have a line like in the show of like, these are the things or whatever. These things can take us to space.
Okay,
So I mean, they look just like fucking jets, but they can take us to space.
sure. Anime.
It's fucking ridiculous. There's only 2 more episodes left of Attack on Titan. Well, I guess there's one. Am I crazy?
I'm not caught up yet.
There was one. I guess there was one yesterday
I've literally only seen the first one.
or
That's season
Friday.
2.
Again, I'm not the biggest fan of Attack on Titan, so I haven't been.
Okay, I guess it's next Saturday that it's gonna end. So
How many were there? Are there episodes?
12.
12 shorts.
Yeah, very short.
And then it's going to be
Season.
another 3 years before they have another season.
Yep. We got to make another movie in that time. That's why it took so goddamn long.
I thought they were waiting on that manga.
To be fair,
Yeah, they were.
It's one of those things where I like the 1 hour movies they make to like have like the first 15 episodes in it to like recap.
Sure.
Like I like that for Attack on Titan.
You would like it for Attack on Titan.
No, they did that for like the first season, like the first 25 episodes. They broke it into 2 movies.
Oh, you're saying that's how they made it.
Yeah.
They made it like a movie, and then they thought, well, let's just cut it up into 25-minute chunks.
No,
No. What
they
the
took the 25 episodes
Oh,
and they turned them into 2 movies.
okay.
Oh,
Okay.
And I like that better.
Okay.
You don't like the cliffhangers.
I watched Dragon Ball Z.
He loves the cliffhanger.
I don't think Dragon Ball Z's have cliffhangers. I think just nothing happens.
Dragon Ball Z
Dragon Ball Z.
had cliffhangers.
No, it didn't.
Some of them, yeah. Oh my
Nothing
god!
happened.
The planet's gonna explode! Oh my god! The planet's gonna explode! Oh my god! Every episode.
5 minutes, the planet will explode. 3 episodes later.
The planet will explode in 4 minutes.
Frieza
59 seconds.
I love that too.
Oh, yeah.
And the beginning of the episode, Frieza defeated.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
know exactly what's going to happen. It's like, no.
No, but he wasn't defeated in that one. Because then in the next one, he comes back with, like, no arm and half a body.
Yeah.
And like, I'll kill you, Goku.
Pizzas are dangerous.
Pizzas?
I got it.
I don't get it. What did he say? Pizzas are... Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm thinking of specifically Frieza, not of the Destructo disc.
Kayanzan.
That's a cool name, Destructo disc. Because I like the Destructo part. Not to get off this... We got kind of far off the discussion we were having about animated movies to live action.
Sure.
Whatever.
I thought we were done with that.
No. We didn't like come to a consensus on it. So I'm bringing it back because I feel like I have a consensus for myself. There are some right ways to do these things. One thing when it comes to Cowboy Bebop, since it's going to be made in live action, and since that has a specific tone that it carries throughout that series very well, it has a specific style, has specific things that you need to capture. I think the only way to do that justice is to remake it exactly. Death Note, on the other hand, I don't think needs that. Because, there are certain things you have to, as far as, that anime goes, so especially since it takes place in Japan, there are certain things that you need to...
Change culture-wise, yeah.
Change cultural-wise, but also... what am I trying to say? Take from the anime, remake it differently, remodel it differently into live action. What am I trying to say?
Wow. Take the same themes, the same tone.
No. Like how in the Assassin's Creed movie, how they took the Animus and they made it different, so that they reworked it so that they didn't have to have shots of him laying on a goddamn table the whole entire time. They actually made him do something.
Reworked it.
Yeah, I can't think of a better word than reworked. I've said the word a million times, but I can't think of it. But so there are things that they can rework in a different style. I think that would work for Death Note, and that they kind of have to. Like, how are they going? Like, they're not going to make Willem Dafoe dress up like Ryuk. That would be kind of fucking ridiculous, right? So they have to do it differently. So they can do that differently, right? When it comes to...
Man, he's not going to see doctors in, forever.
I never watched Death Note.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ryu loves to eat apples. I made a really...
My God. Okay. Jeez. Okay. Well, so, And another thing about Death Note, there's the girl character. What's her name? I can't remember her fucking name. But she is an idol in Japan, which is a very specific thing to Japan. We don't have idols here, or whatever they're called. We don't
What do
have.
you call Miley Cyrus?
Or just no, because she's a musician. Literally, the girl in the anime is just she's like a model.
Oh,
if
yeah,
anything.
she's a model.
But she's super famous, and she has a fan base.
It starts with an M now.
But she doesn't do anything else. It's a very that's a cultural thing. Her character, and so that they'll have to rework her character and who she is into the live action part, and so that'll be fine, and I'll understand that.
Misa.
Misa, that's right. That'll be fine, and I'll understand that. But they don't have to do that so much with, and they shouldn't do that with Cowboy Bebop because, you just don't need to. It's a space thing, right? It's a space adventure.
I'd say Cowboy Bebop naturally has a more Western style to it than Eastern.
I don't know. I don't know about that because there's the animation itself moves, I would say, closer to a Western style. the movement at least. Just the way it's the way it's drawn. The art style itself is I guess is Western, or maybe we're just kind of used to it just because we watched it on Toonami, because it was on Toonami all the fucking time when we were kids. But Spike, he's a guy, he's a normal person with big hair, and he wears a fucking suit. There's nothing to change about that. I mean, it's not like a suit, but he's got like a jacket. And then what's his name? Tank. Tank is a dude with a fucking metal arm. A metal arm and a metal thing on his head.
Was one of his legs metal?
Or is his leg? Maybe it's both. I can't even remember now. But, not much to change about that. There are spaceships and shit, which they could do that wrong. They could do that right. I don't know how they would show that. They might have to rework that if they don't have the budget to fit that in, if they can't just do like epic space battle or whatever that they usually, well, not epic space battle, but, a space battle itself.
Yeah, I got you.
If they don't have the budget for that, then I can understand them reworking that. But still, they have to capture a specific tone and a specific style. That has to carry over. And the story does too. The story very much does as well. If they can't keep the tone, the style, and the story all in check, then that will immediately fail. They can do different things with the aesthetics. They can do different things with like events even. But as long as the story, the tone, and the style stay consistent, that is the thing that will be good. I would say it's the same thing with a video game movie. The worst thing about a video game movie is that we've seen the story before, and great, they're not fucking telling it right.
Yeah.
Like Assassin's Creed, it's like, we know the story. I didn't know the story, but like, as I'm watching it, I'm trying to understand it, and I don't understand it.
We haven't had a good movie that has also been that had origins in video games. There's like, they're not, at their core, they're not even good movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're not. We're gonna get a Nathan Drake movie. So,
are we?
Yeah, with Tom Holland.
We've been also
new
going to have a
Spider-Man.
Halo movie and a Gears of War movie too.
No, it's got an actor.
Oh, it actually does have names now?
Yeah, and Tomb Raider has been filming the new one.
Oh.
And Tomb Raider has been a movie, so.
Yeah.
I always like the idea that if they just take the character or whatever, you can do like an origin story, but don't make it like the first game. Kind of like Assassin's Creed was. You can do an origin story, just don't make it the first game, because it was essentially the plot of the first game, right? And then they try and made it work for their new character.
Was he Desmond in this movie?
No.
I don't know.
He was a completely different person.
Yeah.
They just tried to work the plot of the first story, like with the
Apple.
Yeah, they tried to work that
Did they
in.
tell you what the apple did in the movie?
Yes, but I still don't know what it
Yeah.
does.
Because I don't remember what it does in the game.
It says
Bunch of nonsense.
no. I don't know. I can't even think of it. I don't want to get into it. But I think the Cowboy Bebop live action remake can be good, and it could be something I would like to see. But they need to do specific things. And I wouldn't say that they're hard things to do, but when it comes to remaking something, I know that they would want to do something different. So I think if they're going to try too much to do something different, that would essentially hurt it.
If they did it shot for shot, do you think people would get bored? So, this is the same show. I've seen it before.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's kind of hard.
It depends also how they're going to have the setup. Are they going to try to fit all 25 episodes into one 2-hour long thing?
Well, I mean, that's another thing. There's only 25 episodes. So
Only 25. You make it sound like it's small.
it's one season of a show. This is like if they talk about this and it's like, well, all they're doing is one show. If they were doing 25 minutes, if they were doing every single episode, then yeah, that's very easy. So it's a very easy thing to do.
Well, I'm just
it's
saying.
almost not even worth it to do unless they were to add new stuff.
Well, I'm just saying, like, are they going to do, like, all 25 episodes into one thing? Or are they going to do, like, the first, like, 12 and then the last stuff?
Are they making movies or are they doing a show?
They're doing a show.
Oh, show for Cowboy Bebop.
I said show, yeah.
You said
Yes.
movie.
I said show.
You said movie.
I said show.
I don't remember.
Live action TV series is what I said.
You said movie.
I did not.
I swear.
Play it back. TV series.
I thought you were gonna say play it back. See.
Socials.
Yeah.
No, like, so I imagine it's gonna go on for a while. You know, they're not just gonna make 25 episodes and be like, "All right, we did what we wanted to do."
Again, you said movie, so I was
I
thinking...
didn't.
You said movie, so I was thinking about it from a movie perspective. As a show, yes, I think it can be better.
They're gonna add new stuff too.
Well, of course, but...
They're gonna have episodes that didn't happen.
They're not gonna do shot for shot.
No, they won't. But like, that's what I'm saying. That if they want to, that's where it's gonna hurt them. If they do different things
If they keep
too much.
If they keep with the same theme of the show, but like a thing that wasn't in the show, that's fine.
Tone, style, story. It's what they need.
See,
If they can do that and work that and have their own episodes, totally fucking fine. Just as long as they think about those things.
Now they got 2 corgi-oriented episodes.
Now, I haven't seen Bebop, but I mean this from a show point of view anyway, or as general point of view. I don't want to see the same, kind of like my HD remakes thing. I don't want to see the same thing again. I've already seen it. Show me something new. That's what I would want to see. I would want to see something in the Cowboy Bebop universe that I hadn't seen before.
Right, you just want them to explore more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to see the original show, I'd go watch the original show.
I want to see both, to be honest.
See, I don't want to see the new stuff. I've already seen it. Or new the same. I want to see the new stuff.
Because the story itself is so interesting, and there are some things that they don't touch on. But I think, or, you know, they leave you to think about. But I do think that's because, that's meant to be there, you know, kind of thing. And it's like, well, we won't really explain what happened here because it's not important. It's a story. I'd like to make a video about it. I'd really like to make a video about it. Like explaining the intricacies of that story, because I don't know. There's a lot of essays I think that could be written just about Cowboy Bebop.
Mm-hmm.
Well, get on it.
Yeah, I'll write one. Like, even like the final episodes, there's one scene that's like there's a mosaic that has all these very bright and beautiful colors, but what's going on is there's like a juxtaposition to what's taking place in the scene, and I don't know. I'll leave you with that. I'll leave you with that image in your head, and then I'll let you think on it.
Watch the full video to see the actual thing whenever it comes out.
There'll be a link in the description below that'll have me yelling about it.
Yay.
I'll cut that out. That was lame. What we just said.
Yeah.
Was that all the E3 news so far this week?
A
Sunday, as we always record.
They showed Assassin's Creed Origins.
Assassin's Creed Origins, which takes place in Egypt.
Yeah.
Not China, which you said, Jonathan. Which I knew. But I was like, at the time, I was like, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it wasn't Egypt. And you're not wrong for a third time about E3. But then I looked it up and I was like, fuck, I knew it. Jonathan was wrong. A third time. I didn't believe him for a third time. I was skeptic.
You're the target now, Jonathan, of this podcast.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I am sitting across from him.
Yeah.
So Assassin's Creed 3, or not 3, Origins. The trailer, maybe it's just me. I'm not a big fan of Assassin's Creed, I don't guess.
Sure.
But it looked...
Underwhelming.
Yeah, like what he was doing was cool, but it looked like it needed a lot of polish. Which I was like, it looked like, all right, this is pretty early stuff, I assume. And like the concept of what he's doing is cool.
Yeah,
it was gameplay.
Okay.
I was like, the concept of all the stuff he's doing is kind of cool, but I don't know, it just doesn't look great. I don't know, the animations and stuff. It's like, well, hopefully they have time to make it, make it look better or something. And then it said October or November or something. It's coming out this fall. I was like, uh-oh, that's probably not great. Because in the corner it said alpha footage.
Oh.
I was like, that is not alpha footage if it's coming out in October.
Yeah.
Now, I could be just me being a dick and I don't like Assassin's Creed, but I was not impressed.
They're a big studio.
I was not impressed by what I saw. Like, it looked like it, just polish it, and it'll be awesome.
They used to shit out games every year.
I know, that's what I thought the point of this was. It's like, all right, they're going to have an extra year to make this thing awesome, and it doesn't. I thought it was very underwhelming looking.
Okay.
They did have like a cool, like, again, like a Destiny thing, in that your equipment was like Destiny. Like, he found a gun that was, or not a gun, he found a sword that was like a legendary sword or something. And he had like armor that was.
That's always been a thing.
Equipment, not in Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
He had better swords, but they weren't like a level 5 sword.
Yeah, they were. No. In Unity, they were.
Maybe
like
in Unity. I didn't play
in Unity and probably
in the old
past
ones.
That. Sure.
They weren't.
Not in the old ones.
So I'm not that well versed. But in this one, they had like a thing that looked like Destiny, where he had a legendary sword that he found on a guy. Or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I was underwhelmed. Apparently, it's gonna have naval combat like Black Flag did, which I like Black Flag, so that's kind of cool. They didn't show that.
They're gonna have naval combat on the
Nile,
on the fucking Nile.
I guess.
And then Moses just comes in and separates the
Yeah,
sea.
so
Like,
they got
stop
the-
this bullshit.
The 2 boats, the slaves.
Oh my
walk over
god,
and by.
I can't wait to play that game and to find Jesus. Moses is gonna no, that'd
Nile
be quite
red.
never mind, that'd be quite a long time from then. But no, yeah, we're gonna find Moses.
Can't wait till we kill the Pharaoh.
And he's going to have his
Ramesses.
Beyblade and he's going to split the sea.
We're gonna stop Abraham from killing his son. I can't wait. We're gonna do that.
We're gonna go find Ramesses.
Ramses.
They say Ramesses in the old movie.
Ramesses.
Yeah, in the old movie.
We're gonna find Ben-Hur.
You're going to have to escape a pyramid with all the deadly traps in there.
You know there's gonna be.
He was on top of the pyramid.
Never mind. I'm mixing up all the
Still got to
movies.
go inside. That's where
Yeah,
the
yeah.
alien machine is. And then it turns into Transformers.
They had the gold top.
Shit.
The pyramid.
That's in The Mummy too.
No, I think that's how the pyramids used to be. They had gold tops.
Oh, I'm thinking specifically of The Mummy 2.
Did they have
When-
gold tops in it too?
Well, yeah, there is
Gold
the gold
peaks.
There is the. I don't know if it was the peak. I can't remember now exactly what it was, but like, one of the characters like grabs the thing as they fly off. Anyway, I had other news.
Oh yeah.
Adam West died.
Yeah.
TV's Batman.
I thought it was Catman.
He was both.
Yeah.
I thought he was the Gray Ghost.
That one I don't know.
The Gray Ghost was a character from the Batman animated series that they threw in there, I think, because I don't think it's an original Batman story. But Batman had a show he would watch when he was a kid called The Gray Ghost. And, he was this vigilante. He was very much just like Batman, essentially. And he always wanted to be him. And in the episode, I don't know. In the episode, he sees him and they work together or something to solve something or whatever. And it's voiced by Adam West. So it's kind of a meta episode.
All I know about Adam West is he plays Adam West in all of the cartoons I saw him in.
In Family Guy.
And Family Guy and Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah.
He played Adam West. I never knew who he was. He was always Adam West.
I like that though. He is a guy, I was saying this earlier, that he gets the humor that's going on. He's not just like an old fucking man just saying his lines, being like, man. He very much plays along with it. Like all those Family Guy jokes, I think he gets them. I think because there is sometimes when it comes to comedy,
being made fun of instead of.
Well, there's that, and then it's being a part of an older generation and not understanding the new generation's humor.
Yeah.
The creator of Saturday Night Live. I can't remember his name. However, that show came out in the 70s was when it started. And so I've heard him say once before, somebody has asked him in an interview, and it's so what do you think about the jokes this season? What do you think about this cast and stuff like that? Do you think these skits are funny or whatever? He's I don't get them. He just didn't understand it at all. But people think they're funny, so
Yeah.
So I think it just I think there could be a gap between humor if you're older, I think it definitely makes sense. Like, you know, the gap between, since I'm older than Isaac and he likes PewDiePie, you know, I don't fucking get it. You know, I would think that's literally humor for a 6-year-old kid to like, but you know.
You're bashing a lot of people right now.
Good.
No 6-year-olds.
Sure
listen.
you're aware.
No 6-year-olds listen to us. Just Isaac.
He doesn't even listen.
No, he doesn't. Listen to the thing you're on, Trey.
Huh?
You laughing?
I don't listen to him because I'm here.
Bullshit. I listen to him. I listen to
You
every single
edit
one.
them. You don't listen to them once you're done.
If you edited it, if you had a hand in fixing everything that happened wrong,
Then I would listen to it, yeah, because I was getting it fixed.
no, then I would listen to it, is what I'm saying. If you put it out, then I would listen.
That's because you're paranoid and don't trust me. I trust you.
With
No,
the
you would
editing
definitely
process.
listen to it to make sure he did it right.
He would. He absolutely would.
There's not much you can do right when it's more mic'd like this.
No, he could completely cut you out of it. It'd be really interesting.
Sure.
It'd just be silence.
I
most
would
of the time.
actually have fun with the videos and stuff. I wouldn't just sync them up and upload them. I would like edit them cleverly.
Bitch,
Ooh,
you
calls
know,
you out.
bitch, you know I fixed them. Bitch. I made intros, outros.
Yeah.
I made it all. Built this goddamn channel with my bare hands. There was a skipping right of that
Yeah.
stupid ass comment. Black Panther had a trailer. I didn't watch it,
Neither did I.
Neither did
but it
I.
had a trailer. We get to see the city of Wakanda apparently in the trailer, something like that, which is fucking awesome because Wakanda, if you don't know about the comic Trey,
I don't.
Wakanda is a secret city in Africa.
Like the Amazonian women live in.
They live on an island, but sure. But secret city, that's like years ahead in technology. It's a very advanced civilization.
So they're not tribal like I assumed they were.
No, they're
Okay.
not. That is all.
That's cool.
And Black Panther is the king of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
is
cool.
all.
He's got a giant Black Panther of a statue made of unobtainium.
That he lives in there. It's not
Whatever it
unobtainium.
is.
No,
Vibranium.
vibranium.
Whatever dumb name.
Vibranium is the hardest metal ever in existence. Do you know that adamantium is an alloy mixed with vibranium and then whatever other shit?
Oh,
Yeah.
I was actually thinking of adamantium,
No.
but I said vibranium.
You had it right. That's weird.
Yeah. Another BS stone they came up with. Unobtainium.
No stone, it's a metal.
You're leaving that in.
Yeah, I am.
Too bad nobody else can see the pleased look on Devin's face when he said that.
These aren't fucking rocks. These are minerals.
Whatever. I don't got no rocks in my mineral water.
That's a
Then let me play Spectrobes.
what?
Spectrobes is like a Nintendo DS game. You'd go and you'd like bring these fossils back to life and you'd feed them minerals to.
I've played that game. Holy shit! I played that game. That game's weird.
You know
that
another
game's
game?
like Pokemon, essentially.
Yeah.
Bubsy's coming back.
I never played Bubsy.
Do you know what Bubsy is?
No.
It's coming back.
It's coming back though.
Yeah, they're bringing it back.
I can't wait.
What is it?
What is it though?
He was the rival to Mario and Sonic. Haven't you heard of Bubsy?
For who?
For like, I can't even know what system he was on.
PlayStation?
No. Bubsy.
The Commodore 64?
Whoever has the rights is really
Game
getting
Sphere?
in on this
The
cash
Game
grab.
Sphere. That's what it
Is
is.
spherical.
I think he was Sega.
I thought Sega was dead.
Sega is Sonic.
Why would Sega try to rival its own thing?
Yeah.
I think. Let me look up Bubsy.
Sega though
What?
is Sonic though.
It might not have been made by Sega, but I think he was on the Sega system.
Oh gosh.
Sure.
Let's see.
Can't really rival them if
What-
it's going to be also on that system.
What's that game that's still up on the Dreamcast that has like a Wi-Fi connection? Like, it has like an internet connection. There's still like a running server up.
You mean there's an older game on the Dreamcast that has
Internet.
Okay, no, that doesn't exist.
That might be.
You're crazy.
It might not be on the Dreamcast, but it's one of the older things.
This is a like a server that like the fans made.
You don't remember Bubsy?
I remember it now. Honestly, looking
I
at
think
that,
Funhouse played it.
you might be right. But like looking at that, that does look familiar.
He was on. Let's see what he was on.
He was probably on the Super Nintendo.
He was on. He had a PlayStation game. He was on the Genesis. So yeah, I don't know. He was made by somebody. No, there's like no information. Nobody cares.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So, a lot of news, a lot of E3 news has happened this week already. Next week, we're going to get some more E3 news. It'll be probably the three of us again. Maybe Nick will show up on the next podcast.
We'll get to see his opinions on games that we don't like, but he does.
No,
They showed Shadow of Mordor or whatever the new one is. Shadow of War.
Shadow of War.
It looked pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, well, they already had that 15-minute gameplay trailer.
Yeah, they got
however long ago.
They got more now. They got a guy named Bruce. He's really funny. He was a big orc or ogre or something.
Orc.
But he was bigger than an orc. I don't know what he
Uruk-hai.
was. Sure, he was a big monster. He was funny.
Okay.
Trust me, he was funny.
Cool story.
It was good. Interesting looking.
All right.
Nick loves that, I bet.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
What else does Nick probably thought Assassin's Creed looked amazing?
He's probably excited about Forza. He joins you in that racing
No,
game.
he
No.
likes Horizon. He doesn't like the motorsports.
What the fuck is the difference?
Complete different.
Yeah, it's very different, actually.
Forza Motorsport 7 is very much a simulation like actual racing on closed circuits.
It's
racing.
always been like a simulation racer.
It's like circuit racing, like on actual real racetracks. Horizon is open world, like in the city, in the desert.
Horizon is like Need for Speed.
Yeah. But it takes the same simulation engines, like not car engine, but like the way the game runs.
Horizon,
the physics and stuff, and puts it into the open world.
whereas Forza 7 is more like a simulation that people would use to actually like NASA would use, and and then Forza Horizon is very much closer to Hot Wheels than anything else.
The latest expansion.
I should say Burnout, not go as far
yeah.
as Hot Wheels.
Well, the latest expansion for Forza Horizon 3 is the Hot Wheels expansion, where there's giant Hot Wheels track floating in the air and doing stuff.
Yeah.
And you drive real cars around.
You don't do that in Forza 7.
No. Forza 7.
So where do I get my Double Dash 2 at then?
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Yep.
Maybe.
That is.
Oh, can you? Wait. No. You're crazy. Don't
What?
say that. Don't say you can double dash.
No,
in
he was
Mario
making
Kart
a
8
joke.
Deluxe.
He's
No,
making
I
a
know.
You were talking about what game do you
Then you
literally
said,
have
yeah.
2 characters on the car?
Yeah.
No game.
I didn't say that.
What are you talking about then?
I thought you were once you had said Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I was like, yeah, maybe, like as a joke. Then you said, yeah, actually.
Yeah, if you want to play Double Dash, get Mario Kart 8.
No.
It's like Double Dash.
Why are you saying that?
It's Mario Kart.
It's not like Double Dash though, because you don't have 2 people. The core mechanic of that game isn't in Mario Kart 8.
The core mechanic of the game affected nothing. It did nothing.
The co-op of that game mattered
Ooh.
completely.
Whatever.
How dare you? Just because you're bad at Mario Kart doesn't mean
I'm not bad at Mario Kart. I don't play Mario Kart.
You're bad at Mario Kart just
Bet you I
because
could
it's
beat it
not
right now.
No,
I've been playing 8 a lot. I have.
8 Deluxe though.
Nope. Have
right.
you?
Nobody's buying that when he gets the Switch.
No, I might actually. I'm always usually no, because it's kind of the same. I don't want it.
You're probably looking forward to the Mario Odyssey news that they're going to be showing. If they show
Absolutely.
anything.
I want to see how much like Sunshine or 64 this Mario Odyssey could be.
I'm definitely interested.
If it's like those, I can't wait then.
I don't
if it's
know what
like
else.
those, I can't wait.
I don't know what else they're going to be showing. Last year's E3.
Arms.
Well, I think it. Well,
No, because that's been in multiplayer beta,
yeah.
so they might not show it.
Well, last year's E3, the whole thing was basically just Zelda.
Yeah.
So this whole thing might just basically be Mario.
They had their direct, and then they had Zelda.
Well, they're not going to have a press conference at E3. They're going to do their direct.
They're still not going to do it this year.
No.
Oh,
Oh.
whatever.
They're probably not going to ever do it again. I don't know why.
Huh.
I don't know why everybody doesn't do what Nintendo does and just do a direct whenever they want to, instead of doing this whole big kerfuffle of an E3.
Because it's a holiday.
Because it's a press event.
It's an event. It's a press event.
It kind of
Was
matters.
at one point. It's not now. It's evolved into something much bigger.
But the press still goes there. It's not like they're not there.
Sure.
It's
The press still comment on the Nintendo Directs, too.
Yeah.
It's not televised, I don't think, E3 this year. It's not on Spike. I don't think.
It's not?
I don't think so.
You can stream
The
it.
Xbox wasn't.
It'll be streamed.
I know, but it's not televised.
That's fine. Gamers don't go to TV anymore.
Exactly why I'm saying they can just do a direct. It's
Yeah.
not even televised.
I guess that makes sense. If we're going to
It's streamed anyway.
do it that way.
That way they can say exactly what they need to say. They don't have to spend all the money on the whole event. They can just do whatever.
They're going to announce Smash 5.
They're not going to do anything.
Smash Switch.
The only thing you'll ever see for Smash in the next 5 years is just going to be a re-release on the Switch.
I just want Isaac to keep saying that.
Does he really think? No way. Does he really think there's going to be a Smash 5?
I don't know. Maybe not now. And after we beat it out of him.
Okay. He's nuts.
He absolutely.
As long as they let the Wii U tank and they knew Smash was going to save it, and they just let it tank because Smash took forever to come out.
What
They
is
will
the
not.
PC gaming show?
A thing on Twitch. I'm assuming.
Why?
Well, because there's a block dedicated to it at E3 tomorrow.
Oh, I don't know.
No.
And
Got to fill time somehow.
Hey, you guys want to be on
Talk about PC gaming.
want to be on the main stage? I don't know.
Got a bunch of indie games laying around.
Talk about these developers. Talk about Steam Greenlight and their new thing.
Yeah. Cuphead got a release date finally.
What's Cuphead?
It's the one that looks like an old 1970s cartoon. Looks like Mickey Mouse.
That finally got a release date?
Got a release date.
Holy crap. When did they show that? 5 years ago?
Yeah.
God.
Whenever
it's
they
way
showed the
later.
Xbox One, they showed that.
Yeah, I was going to say, no, it's been way... It's, oh, my God.
It was back in like 13 or 14. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. September 22nd, I think. Yeah.
Was the release date for that?
Yeah. Supposedly, it was nothing but like boss fights before,
Oh, okay.
essentially. Like, and people, like, after testing, people realized, like, they don't actually want that. They want to have levels, too, and not
Yeah.
just, like, boss fights, so they, like, retooled it and stuff.
Dang.
Supposedly.
Okay.
That's what took so long.
That's cool. I want to see more of that.
Never has an art style sold something so well as this.
Because
That's
it's
all it is.
Because it's amazing.
Because it's so
It's
different.
very amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a clue what the gameplay's like. It just looks awesome.
I'm sure it's going to be like platformer.
Sure. They also have a new, like, Mario, a platform game, like Mario or Banjo-Kazooie style game coming out for the Xbox.
Side-scrolling?
No, it's 3D.
For the Xbox?
Uh-huh. I don't know if it's exclusive
You
to
say
Xbox.
Mario game?
No, it's not Mario. It's Mario-like. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
64 Mario-like.
3D.
In Banjo-esque. This, Super Lucky's...
3D platformer.
Super Lucky's Tale. It's like a banjo
Okay.
thing.
It's 3D platformer.
Uh-huh.
Just say that.
Whatever.
That's cool.
Yep, and they
I wanna
showed...
Is there a trailer for that gameplay?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
They have Crackdown 3 with Terry Crews.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Life is Strange 2 or whatever.
Yeah, great.
yay.
People like it. People like it. I never played it.
The characters annoy me so much.
A lot of Sea of Thieves was shown.
Good.
A lot of Sea of Thieves.
Good. That's the rare
New
title.
rare,
Yep. That's the rare open world MMORPG. Maybe not RPG. Open world MMO. Sea
Yes,
of Thieves.
type of
I would
thing.
play that. I don't like open world MMOs too much.
Yeah, they
I would
showed
play
that. I can't think of anything else major. Ori and the Blind Forest 2, they showed.
Okay. Got a lot of cool stuff.
A lot of cool stuff.
E3's, I think, like already, we have a lot of cool stuff.
Battlefront 2 looked amazing.
We have a lot of variety as well. I don't think well, as far as I can remember, I don't think we get too much variety in E3. You know?
Anthem or whatever that one is. Amazing. Anthem looks amazing. It's absolutely my highlight.
I haven't seen. I only saw the teaser trailer for that.
It's on the dashboard. The whole press.
Is it?
The whole press conference is on the dashboard.
Okay, cool. Well, next week we're gonna be talking about more E3 stuff.
PlayStation, Nintendo, Bethesda.
There's gonna be a lot more
PC gaming, whatever.
The PC gaming show.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot more news about E3. So I guess E3, next podcast will be the E3 podcast.
Forza 7 has dynamic weather now. It's a big deal.
It hasn't had it last game? No?
It had night, rain, and day, but the day, it never changed.
Oh, okay.
You were in a night race, or you were in a rain race, or you're in a day race. Now it will change throughout the race.
Oh.
It'll rain harder, rain less, or night will fade into day, and day will fade into night.
Wasn't the big thing that they added rain in the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Puddles will get bigger. Like in this one, the rain, all the puddles were the exact same place. Now the puddles will get bigger and smaller.
Stay tuned for next week's podcast where we talk about E3
and more Forza 7.
where we talk about all the E3 news and we'll give our opinions because that's all this is.
It's the opinion show.
Is what we should rename it. Or we should
discuss our opinions and then we tell Devin why his are wrong and then we all agree that mine are right.
That should be the subtitle. The ScreenPeak podcast. Subtitled The Opinion Show.
Nice.